Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 5 for Group A for this YouTubers tournament. We're now over the hill, it's the last few rounds. As you can imagine, it's getting a bit more tense. The people at the top are trying to secure their position, and the people at the bottom are desperately trying to get those last few wins to get them enough into the knockout phase. These battles are going to be more tense than the ones previously, because as I said, it's set it all up now, and this is the last chance for the people at the bottom. So we have Shadow, who's taken on Janet on occasion. We also have Jetta, who's taken on Ragnarok, and TzuDevil, who is taking on the mighty Turin. Some good games lined up there. We'll quickly look over the map that this round will be played on, and then we'll get on to the first round. Coming in from the south of this map, the air armies will be deployed from the south and north sides. This map provides a very interesting challenges for the players. As you can see, for the most part, it is open bogland actually, or underwater, so skinks are going to have a nice time in here. But as you can see, there's some dry patches and some islands, most of it covered by woodland as well, so you could hide some forces in and give you cover as you advance. Also, on the south side, the deployment is mostly open and in bogland, while the north is mostly in thick woods. So if they want to hide in the woods and draw the enemy to them, they can. Otherwise, they'll meet in the middle, and as I said, claiming those islands is going to be a key part of winning this engagement. So let's go to the first match of this map. With the map now out the way, I can reveal that Shadow Online Gaming will be played as the trusty dwarves, and Jenna on occasion is going to be the very dark and pointy dark elves. Let's go to the map and see what they brought along with them. So here we go, we have Shadow Online Gaming with his dwarves. Very interesting build he's gone for here. He's got 2 units of thunderers at the front, a couple of dwarf warriors holding the flank. We then have some dwarf warriors in the centre. Some longbeards on the outside there giving support. We also have the Norgrin's Iron Breakers, so just the Regiment of Renowned Iron Breakers there in their very shiny red armour. I approve of this paint job. We also have a Rune Lord on his fancy pimp wagon chip fin. Yeah, that. We also have the Gobbo and the Dragonback Slayers, but that's not all, no. Shadow always having a little trick or two up his sleeve. We've got some rangers here, and some rangers are great weapons hidden in the woods to slow them down. And on the flank over here, we've got the same combination, ready to slow them down and hit them from the flank. Jedi on occasion, a very direct army he's gone for here. Black Ark Hussars, I believe it's 4 units of them. Yep, mixed in there. We've got 2 units of Executioners. Behind that, some Witch Elves. We also have Monolith and the Death Hag. So, you know, girls are in town here. This is going to be painful for those poor bearded dwarfs. And then we have 3 units of Dark Shards with shields. And, of course, Jedi has to bring his own surprise all the way over here. We have a unit of Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. And then all the way over here, we've got some Harpies. And I believe that's everything. With Jedi, you never know. So, we'll get playing on this episode, get this battle going. Now, while we're playing against Janet on this map, an interesting fact, Janet comes from the small English Channel island of Guernsey. And I've been told that this island here is a replica of that island. And it's to scale. So, this is very similar to the little island that Janet comes from. I mean, that's like the only town they can pit on there because it's so tiny. As you see, the dwarves are being chased away there and caught by... Because I made the mistake of thinking dwarves could outrun elves. That was terrible. So yeah, if you want to know where Janet lives, it's I believe it's that tent there. There goes, the second ambush has been sprung, so the Black Ark Hussars are going in there to try and deal with them, but doing quite a lot of damage. And as you can see, what's brilliant is the main attacks kind of floundered. And these thunderers are now getting 3 pick shots while the right flank advances unsupported. Good shot there by the Gobbo. There goes the Thunderers as well. Here's the Harpies. We know they're going to cause problems. We also have some Dark Riders there. But first, I didn't see these Harpies. I saw the Dark Riders moved. And then, of course, these jump straight on top of them. So I'll get some Dwarf Warriors to charge in there. That's keeping busy. I believe these guys come back shortly. Main engagement is now engaged over here. So it's only one group of Dwarf Warriors, though. They will get beaten by all of this. The Executioners will just cut through them. But oh, what a brilliant hit, and of course the Armbreakers are massive. Oh dear, look at that. Utterly destroying them there. Fantastic job there. As you can see, the Thunderers are moving back, while these guys move forward to take on the Executioners. We then have the Dark Shards as well. But if you look over here, the Dwarves are actually beating these Black Ark Crusaders back. The Rangers have actually beaten them. So they should be able to then start causing problems on their flank. As you can see, the Harpies have been fought back. We do have some Black Ark Crusaders kind of just stood here. So I get a nice charge on there with my Dwarves. Yep, so you got the main line over there, but those Dwarves will be, as you can see, getting absolutely slaughtered by the Executioners. And in the centre here, we still got some Gobblerubbers being thrown. Oh, look at this though. Very nice. That's going to cause some problems for them. Oh, and there is a Stow Stealer there for the Death Hag. Monolith, sorry, because she is taking quite a bit of damage. But what's great is Janet. Oh, there goes Murderous Prayer as well. And we got about 4 minutes left. In comes the Dragonback Slayers. Gonna take them out. Are they gonna move? No, they're not. Oh, they're gonna cut them down. So nice. That's brilliant. Thunderers, as you can see, trying to take on the Dark Riders and the Dark Shards. Looks like they're starting to break. Now we've got the Long Bridge against the Executioners. It's probably not brilliant, but it'll have to do. Gobblerubber is still fully operational, which is brilliant. And these groups here, I believe that's... Oh, no, it's Dwarf Force on Long Bridge trying to hold off these, but the Dark Elves will eventually beat them. Shadow's hope is to win the centre, and it looks like it's going that way actually. A lot of things are breaking. But what's fantastic is Janet was telling me that the whole idea of his Dark Elves was to debuff everything and charge for the centre. My whole thing was to hold the centre and buff everything, so they kind of countered each other quite nicely. That is a nice charge into the Goblin there, and the Harpies as well. The Dragonback Slayers are, you know, they're getting there in their own dwarf way. See, these Thunderers are dueling out with these guys, which should be interesting to see who wins, because now we've got more Thunderers coming in. Executioners finished in the Long Beards. We got more Soul Stealer being dropped. But the Wound Lord is taking up Palmerston, but these Armbreakers won't break, ever. They're just fantastic, so they can just keep going and going and going. See, we've got some Dwarf Warriors actually charging into the Dark Shards and causing problems. Not sure if they should turn around. They are now turning around. Yep, they're going to try and charge into these Dark Shards as well. Is there any other Dwarves about? I don't think so. Their numbers are dwindling. Balance of power is now slowly going into the Dark Elves' favour. But if we can win this, destroy their Lord and this Death Hag, we should be able to then counter-attack everywhere else. That's the hope anyway. There we go, we've got Master of Ruin Negation, but then we've got Soul Blight as well being dropped on it. That's what I mean, it was constant back and forth, back and forth. See, he's making a run for it. Oh, we've got more explosives being dropped on there. Very nice. The Dragonback Slayers are trying to take out the Death Hag. They should eventually do that. Eventually. Could lose a few. Oh, look at this though. Nice free shot into the flanks of these as they chase down the Long Beards. But they will eventually turn around and focus on the centre. We do have the Dark Riders of crossbows as well. Picking them off from the woods. Don't even know if Shadow notices these throughout the rest of the battle now. Well, there's that. We've got the Thunderers trying to get in a position to take them out. And then they'll be able to come in. There they go. They're coming in now to provide support for the centre. This bit has been won by the Dark Elves. No surprise really, being there was just a token resistance. Unfortunately, Janet's home has been turned to rubble. But been told his computer's been saved, so we can carry on doing battle reports. There you go. The Death Hag's getting badly beaten up, and the Executioners are actually being shot in the back, which is really, really good. That's what you want. But this is not good, as the Dark Shards are now coming in to finish them off, and they probably will. The Rune Lord is getting surrounded by Executioners and the Black Ark Crusaders, and they will probably win that engagement, especially if the Executioners. Marlev's going in there. There you go. Master of Rune there, and Deadly Onslaught being dropped as well. Got some Dwarves Rangers, I believe, or is that Dwarf Warriors, have now actually rallied. So they'll come in to give support. But oh, the Witch Elves have actually come in and enraged the Handgunners. The Thunderers have become enraged. That's really not good for Shadow Online Gaming. They need, because now they're going to just charge into the nearest unit. Dwarf Warriors to start breaking. I mean, they're saying units are rallying, but then immediately breaking again. I think, yeah. There you go, the Rune Lord has been defeated. So now it's all down to the Dragonback Slayers. There's only 8 of them left, and they will get slaughtered. Death Hag makes a run for it, but that looks like a win for Jenna on occasion. Cavalry coming in there just to make a point of it. But yeah, there you go. They have dominated the field, and have won a game for Jenna on occasion. And that's another loss for Shadow Online Gaming. Well done, Shadow. Let's check out the end scores then. So, Rune Lord got 12 kills, the Dwarf Warriors, mixed bag. One got no kills, and then you got 46, 18, 11. Longbitch really didn't do well, 9 and 7. The Dragonback Slayers, 41. The Ironbreakers, as you can imagine, 93. The Rangers, 15 and 9. The Rangers of Great Weapons, 2 and 21. The Thunderers, 48 and 13. And the Goblobber got 38. So it was kind of mixed. You know, some units did really well. Other units did absolutely appalling. Unfortunately, I think most of the Jellets did really well, and that's why he ended up winning the battle. So Morolith got 41, the Dev Hag 45. Look, that Black Ark Crusader's got 100 kills. That is amazing. 13 and 19 and 48. The Witch Elves got 85. The Executioners, as expected against Dwarves, 191 and 112. Dark Shards 43, 36 and 20. Then the Dark Riders 16 and the Harpies 15. But these guys were brilliant for just being a harassment unit and trying to get the Goblobber and getting the rear charges and things. So great game there by Jenna on occasion. Never mind Shadow, maybe next time. There won't be a next time. Now we shall move on to the second battle for round 5, which is against Jetar, who's using Dark Elves, and then Ragnarok, who will be using the Lizard Men. Let's see how these Dark Elves do. Alright then, this is coming from the Dark Elf side, and as you see they've switched deployment now. So I assume these Dark Elves are reinforcements from the previous battle, and now the Lizardmen coming in because they want water. Makes sense. On the front line here, we have a couple of Shades. Then we've got a couple of units Dread Spears, Black Ark Crusaders in the centre. We have Malekith on his dragon, looking all pimped up there, very nice. We've got a Assassin as well. Headed on the right flank here, we have some Cold War Knights. And then on the left, in the open over there, but again, Cold War Knights. Would be interesting to see if they brought any Cold Ones for the Lizardmen army. So we'll go over here in the Hidden Force. Yes, they've in fact have brought a couple units of Feral Cold Worms and then a group of Cold War Spear Riders. So that's going to be a good cavalry fight right there. We'll then move to the main unit here. We've got Temple Guards. I believe that's 2 units of Temple Guard. Is it on the flanks? 1, 2. Yep. We then have Skin Cohorts of Javelins. 4 units of them. And then a good solid centre there of Kroxagars. And then we have Kroxagar on his T-Rex leading the way. And hidden on the right flank. Is this more cavalry? Oh dear. Oh dear. 2 more units of Feral Cold Worms. And the Cold Worm Spear Riders. Now I think I can guess who's going to win the cavalry engagement, but it's all going to come down to this main engagement. So we'll get the battle going. It's only 4 minutes long. The Lizardmen outnumber them by about 200 men. It's only going to be 4 minutes this battle. That is a quick battle, but don't forget the Lizardmen will get a buff because of these Swamplands. Very important there. There you go, the Dark Shades have been spotted. I really want to see how they're getting their first shot off. How does cavalry engagement go? Because it's not going to end well, but I want to see how it goes. The Shades are now falling back behind the main line. Very good move here. This is moving on a very wide front. I mean, this is a very small Dark Elf front here. And the Lizardmen will be able to cause some problems here. Got Kroxagar charging into there. We then got the... Look at this, all jumping in there. Full on Jurassic Park right there. Immediately makes him go enraged. In the Cold War Riders as well. And we've got the Javelins throwing in there, doing a lot of damage. Kroxagar eating Finch up. There goes Malekith as well on his dragon. But the Kroxagars, I'll get that right one day. You got Kroxagar and the Kroxagars. I'll get it right eventually. I've smashed through the front line here. And these will just smash through them, as you can see. And over here, again, the cavalry have been completely destroyed. Oh, where did they come from? Dark Riders of repeated crossbows. I completely missed them. They must have been over there. I apologise. So there we go, they're getting in behind this Temple Guard. But the cavalry have won this fight over here. The cavalry have... Oh no, the cavalry is still there. But they've got enraged now. But we do have a lot more skinks coming in. These skinks in the supporting line and the... Oh, we do have a breath attack. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is painful. And what's happening here? What's another spell coming down? Oh, very close. Oh, it's still hit. It's still hit. That's impressive. That took a lot of them down. These guys are doing cold-blooded. Not sure why they're there. I think it was meant to be on them, but never mind. But this main line of Dark Elves, it's just being beaten back by this Temple Guard now. And the cavalry being beaten as well. That means, look, this whole flank's been won. I mean, you got the Dark Riders, but they're just going to chase him off with some Feral Code One. Not going to be that bothered. Murderous Powers has now activated. This is an epic duel, though, between these two legends on massive beasts. But the Lizardmen obviously do have their Temple Guard and their Spearman in there. The Kenite Assassin is trying to do some good, but how can you assassinate a giant crocodile that's trying to eat your face? It's just not going to happen, is it? Yeah, the Sage have rallied it. The Cavalry are now coming on this side, and this is going to cause a lot of trouble for the Dark Elves. They're pretty much their whole formation. Oh, we've got a Chill Wind going straight down there. Very nice ability there. But we've got some more Feral Code Ones coming in. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea, because this is not going to look good for them. It's the, I mean, they're number 2-1 at this point. There goes a Glare, Malekith's Glare down there. But yeah, it's not. It's just the Assassin and the Malekith at the moment. I don't think. I mean, there's units starting to rally, but I mean, look at this. These units try to rally the Sage, and they're immediately cut down by them. These guys are trying to rally, so they're getting chased down. So what's going to happen is anything that rallies, the Cold Worms are just going to chase them down. I see we do have the Dark Riders there, but that's just not going to be able to help here. They're too far out. And in comes some Spear Riders as well to try and finish Malekith off. Malekith has only got 1500 health. They're 30 seconds left on the battlefield. I mean, there's a lot of this not doing anything here. They're kind of just stood here watching the show. Oh, Malekith's now wavering. The Kenite Assassin trying to help, but I can't see that being any news. There goes another desperate Chill Wind. But I think that did damage to himself as well, surely. He's only got 800 health, and these guys are going to probably cut him down. 10 seconds remaining. Can he get out of there, or is he going down? And it looks like he breaks before they slay him. So, there we go. That is a win for Ragnarok, and there's this win against Jet R and his Dark Elf forces. And is anyone else having this problem where the load screen like this comes up where the takes ages? I've noticed in the last few replays I've had to cut it out because it can spend like 30 seconds loading this screen. I don't know if that's a patch they've done and it's caused that problem, or something I'm doing. It might be where I'm recording, don't know. But we do have Malekith here for Jet R. They've 110 kills. The Assassin got 8. The Dread Spears got shot down really quick. Between them, 1 kill. Then the Black Ark Crusaders only 2 and 17. Sage a little bit better, 14 and 9. The Cold Worms 41 and 30, but they had no chance. 1 unit against 3, no chance. And the Dark Riders 2 and 18. Compared to the Lizardmen with Crocsgar doing 36, the Temple Guard doing 11 and 6, but they were more of a reserve. They didn't get too much in the thick of the fire. Then we got Skeleton Cohorts. They have the Javelins 24, 27, 22 and 48. That is amazing. The Feral Code One 7, 8, 0 and 13. Then we have the Code One Spear Riders 86 kills and 32. And the Crocsagors, we'll get there, 66 and 84. These guys, it's pretty much, these guys smashed the front line, these guys smashed the flanks, and these guys just supported. That's all they needed. Once the flanks were secured, the cavalry came in, the Feral Code Ones chased down any runners. Yeah, it was just a mess. So absolutely fantastic game there by Ragnarok. Good win there. Fortunately for Jet Out, that is another loss, but never mind, there's always another chance. There's always at least 2 more rounds, we hope. So moving on. Round 3, the third battle for round 5. I've really got to get that right. Battle 3 for round 5, otherwise I'm going to confuse people. We have a TzuDevil with Clan Ungren and Turin versus Chaos. Let's go straight to it. Okay, so I just loaded the replay and you may notice something. Can anyone see the problem? This is the wrong map. This map was for round 1, which they've played. They've used it, and yet they've... Whoops. Where's the swamps? It doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. But, oh, that is just funny. I just loaded up and thought, hang on. That's not right. So, yeah. Good job, guys. Well done. Let's have a look at what TzuDevil has brought. And remember, TzuDevil is a pure dwarf player, so this is his strongest faction. Makes sense. You use it against Turin, the strongest player in the tournament. We got a unit of Thunderers. Got Iron Breakers, a solid front line of Iron Breakers there. Got a couple of units of Longbeards on the flanks there. We then have some Barkman's Rangers on either side. We also have the Ufa's Raiders, which are Rangers of Great Weapons, Regiment of Renown. We also have a Rune Lord, a couple units of Slayers, and the Dragonback Slayers. Always a good solid choice. A very good solid build here. Very nice. Now, Turin. You know he never plays by the rules and does his own thing. So we've got some Chaos Warhounds of Poison, Chaos Marauders, Kolak the Sun Eater. We have a Chaos Sorcerer of Death, Chaos Warriors of Great Weapons. I believe there's a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that chosen? That is. I apologise. So we got, just want to make sure, 3 units of Chaos Warriors of Great Weapons and chosen of Great Weapons. Just mixed in there, see if he's paying attention. Got some Forsaken on the flank, some more Chaos Warhounds of Poison, Chaos Knights with Lancers, and hidden in the forest here we've got some Chaos Maraudmen with throwing axes. Is there any other sneaky I should know about? Nope, we'll get back. Now, the numbers are about 100 difference. The dwarves outnumber Chaos by 100, and it's only about 7 minutes. So that should be interesting. But bad time, bad TzuDevil. This is the wrong map. So the cavalry are moving all the way and going to use the forest as cover to get around, where the main force moves forward. We've got the wolves coming in here, probably getting in the position. Dwarves are doing what the dwarves do best, which is stand there and wait. No one can get you to move, that's the problem. So we got the... There you go, yep. Bugman's Rangers getting some shots into there. The Thunderers getting into there, but we do have... I believe that's going to be the Sun Eater's ability coming in there. Is he going to move? Nope. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. And the Bugman's Rangers are moving over there. So are the Slayers, which is a very good move because that is a lot of large there. Taking a nice bit of damage there. Kolak, they're trying to snipe him off, get some early damage in there. In comes the rest of the forces there. Oh, and we got another ability coming down. I suspect this is the Sorcerer of Death. Got some charges going down, but there we go. Fate of Boona. Oh, that's going to do so much damage. Look at that. But they are obviously throwing their charges. They're aiming at the Chosen, which is probably a good move. There you go, getting some hits there. But if this force pretty much badly hurt, these Chosen are going to smash through them. And if those great weapons as well. Kolak the Sun Eater has flanked around and has immediately done a nice smash on these Iron Breakers before pull. That's a lot of stuff being thrown at him, though. Here comes the Chaos Marauders now on the flank. Chaos Warriors on the great weapons, but we need to keep it up. Because this is Turin. He strikes from everywhere at once. Cavalry have actually moved around here. I guess because the Slayers and that got there. There's no point. So now these guys are just going to charge straight into the centre. But oh no, they're providing support. That's nice. Kolak's making a pullback now. And this is what Turin's great for. Oh, Warhounds have got into the Thunderers there. That's not good. They need to sort this out, or they're going to cause all sorts of problems. This one group of Thunderers. Turin hits from every angle once. We also have a group of Forsaken sitting back and some Chaos Warhounds ready to... Kolak's pulling back because he's not needed right now. And that's a lot of damage he's taking. But that does mean now all these ranged units are ready to go in. But Chaos has broken through the flank here. Well, those Iron Breakers have now snapped. And the Chaos Knights of Lancers are smashing through and going straight into the Bugman's Rangers. Now breaking that line, we have the Slayers are going after Forsaken over there. These Iron Breakers are slowly getting cut down by the great weapons. I believe that's another Fate of Boona. Yes, it is being dropped on him there. The Bugman Ranger... Oh, sorry, they're the Raiders. Are trying to get some good shots on these Knights and take them out. But you can see he's just slowly... Take a bit, destroy it, move on. Take a bit, destroy it, move on. He don't try and engage everything. We do have the Great Marauders here, just causing a nuisance in the back, which is fantastic. Chaos Knights have got a bit bogged down, but they are up against Bugman Rangers. They should be able to beat them down. We do have some Slayers charging to the back of these Forsaken and the Chaos Warriors Great Weapons. But it's not... Oh, and Sun Eater's back as well. That's not going to go down well, is it? Oh, and he moves out the way, and this time not a long bed seer. But now these Bugman Rangers are being charged by Chaos. And yeah, they've now put him back because they're not needed there at this moment. But as you can see, Chaos is starting to take the advantage here. They've smashed through the dwarf front line. There's just little pockets of resistance. I mean, the dwarves are probably doing alright there. Yeah, Dragonback Slayers coming in. You got the Chaos Chosen over there. But now this Iron Breaker group's going. So suddenly these units are now free, including Kolak. These Mortal Horsemen are just having a great time. Just sat back, throwing axes casually, you know, discussing what they're going to do in the tavern afterwards, after this win. Once they're drinking the dwarf beer and everything, it's not going to go down well. Got to definitely be a grudging after this match. Kolak smashing through the back there as the Chaos Warriors smash through the front. They're trying to support each other, the dwarves, but it's just bit by bit. Oh, we've got Master of Wrath and Ruin being dropped on there. Iron Breakers are slowly being beaten. Yeah, as you can see, that's going down now. And what's going on down here? I think there's got to be... Is that another lightning attack? Oh, Spirit Leech been dropped on the Dragonback Slayers there. But Kodak's just going wherever he's most needed. These Balgrim's Rangers are trying to take him out, but the Chaos Warhounds are just slowly nibbling them in the back there. The Sorcerer of Death has actually been broken, which is probably a good little mercy for TzuDevil and his dwarfs. And it looks like these guys will break through this Chaos War as a great weapon. So there is a small victory there and here. But as soon as you see that Turin's given up on one place, that's because he's focused on another to destroy that. The Balgrim Rangers are going to be completely destroyed and then overrun. And all this fast moving will then be able to move across. Looks like it's only the Rune Lord left at the moment from this flank. And we've got some Slayers, Longbeards, sorry, trying to do that. These guys are chasing these guys down. But the cavalry, they're running out of ammunition. I believe they have just ran out, which is, again, no problem for Turin, because he can just charge them into these weaker units and just run them off. Oh! A nice pocket resistance there of Longbeards. And, yeah, Ironbreakers. And Sun Eater just goes, nope, we'll take that out. And again, look, here comes the Slayers. So Kodak just goes, nope, runs away. Oh, he turns around, gets that charge in. That's going to kill a lot of dwarfs there. We do have some Ironbreakers just sat there. In they come now, coming in to get Kodak. The cavalry doing their hit and run abilities as best as they can. These guys will swarm those Longbeards. As you see, the Balgrim Rangers have now been beaten by their Warhounds and Chaos Knights. So they will then take them out. There you go, this is what I meant by the Mordor Horsemen. Just charge them in, do a little bit of damage and fall back. Or just use them so the enemy have to split their attacks. Here we got another Chaos Mordors are chasing down the guys there. These Thunderers could probably be helping if they could. Longbeards are being swarmed. In comes the Rune Lord to try and buff what little guys he's got left. But the Badge Power is hugely in the Chaos favour. Oh, we have the Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Yeah, that's a bit of a tongue tie. But yeah, dropped on there. But here we go. Here comes the fast units charging into the backs here. And Torrent's got so many guys. He can probably just throw these guys in and not worry. He outnumbers the enemy 5-1 at this point. Yeah, as you can see, the backline's been complete. Kodak's coming in there to finish them. These ships are looking pretty good for the dwarfs. But yeah, this is it. This is the last pocket resistance. 40 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's just the Dragonback Slayers and the Rune Lord. The Rune Lord's now going. So it's just going to come down to the 3 Dragonback Slayers. Until that, there he goes. The Rune Lord has fallen. The Dragonback Slayers will go as well. And that is a victory for Turin and Chaos. Absolutely amazing game there. Those dwarves did so well. Where did he go? Nowhere fast. But yeah, the last dwarf to go down. And he lost his head for it. Worth it. So, another great game by TzuDevil there. Sorry, TzuDevil? Well, TzuDevil did a great game as well, standing up against Turin, but a great game by Turin there. Fantastic play by both. Excuse me, sorry, it's been a long day. So, we have the Rune Lord with 31 kills. The Longbeards of 11 and 74. Then you have the Slayers 7 and 6, and Dragonback Slayers 84. So, really a mixed match here. The Ironbreakers 0, 19, 28. That is really not good. Though, to be fair, 2 of them have Fate Boona dropped on them, lost half the health, and then Cavalry just ran through them. Thunder has only got 3 kills. The Bugman Rangers, 11 and 22, and the Raiders there got 15. So really not that good. Only a couple of units that did really well. The rest, Turin shut down very quickly. Kolak, 90 kills, always in the thick of the action. The Chaos Sorcerer, 18 kills, but you know he resulted to a lot more than that. He must have killed like half the dwarfs in that battle, purely because he was dropping debunks on them and taking their lives so that other guys can just cut them down really easily. The Chaos Warriors are great weapons, 37, 49 and 101, that's painful to see. We also have the Mordor Horsemen, 36, 28, very nice, especially when you think they're up against dwarves. Good bit of harassment and charging in and just being a nuisance. Just being there was a problem. Then have Forsaken of 120, the Chaos Knights of Lancers 123, the Warhounds 24 to 15, perfect job doing the harassment there. We also have the Chosen the Great Weapons, 84 kills, and the one group of Chaos Mordors are turned up. Thanks for that, guys. Appreciate it. 17 kills. So let's go have a look at the final scores now for Group A after that round. Well, as you can see, it's not turned too much. You've got Turin at the top. Out of his 6 games, he's played 4 of them and won 4. I think it's safe to say Turin is probably through to the next stage. We also have Jenna on occasion, who's played 5 of his 6 games and has only lost 1. And he's won 4. So again, I think he's a safe bet. But now we're going more into the It could turn, it could change because it's the top 4. So BlackIron Battle, he's won 3 of his 4 battles. Well, Ragnarok has won 2 of his 4 battles, and TzuDevil has won 2 of his 5 battles. Shadow Online Gaming and Zardar, perfect example of how it's done. 4 played, 4 losses both. I think it's safe to say they're not getting through, guys. Even if they win the next 2 games, I don't think they're going to be able to get to the top 4, especially with the scores that these guys have got. So unfortunately, I think they are going to be just playing for honour and glory. But you never know, there could be a few upsets and surprises, we'll have to see. But I think the main thing is going to be the battle between BlackIron Battles, Ragnarok Total War and TzuDevil. That should be interesting to see who gets in the top 4, especially the 2 Canadians. Which one of those 2? Because they're pretty much equal score at this point, so it could go either way. So do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I'll be releasing the next couple of videos shortly, the next day or so, covering the last of it, so you can see who gets through to the knockout. If you haven't hit that like button as well, please do so. I do appreciate the feedback. So any comments, any thoughts, format, the editing, the commentary, even just if you're enjoying the tournament, really good to see that sort of thing. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you to the next one. Till then, take care.